Welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss problems on rolling motion part 1. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. A circular disc of mass 2 kg and radius 10 cm rolls without slipping with a speed of 2 meters per second. The total kinetic energy is, here we have to calculate the kinetic energy, total kinetic energy. Let us go to the solution. Given mass m is equals to 2 kg and r is equals to 10 centimeter, converting into meters, 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. So nothing but this can be written as 10 to the power of minus 1 meters, and the speed they given as 2 meters per second. So total kinetic energy Ke total is equals to, we have to calculate total kinetic energy. So Ke total is equals to half m v square of 1 plus beta. Now substituting values, half into 2 into 2 square into 1 plus 1 by 2. So beta is equals to 1 by 2 for disc. Here why we are substituting in the place of beta 1 by nothing but beta is equals to 1 by 2 for disc. This is the circular disc. Okay, that is equals to 2 gets cancels, 2 square 4 of 2 plus 1 by 2. This is a LCM 3 by 2. 2 gets cancels. So total kinetic energy, here 2 ones, 2 twos. Total kinetic energy Ke total is equals to 3 twos are 6 joules. So therefore total kinetic energy is equals to 6 joules. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A ring and a disc of same mass roll without slipping along a horizontal surface with the same velocity. If the kinetic energy of ring is 8 joules, then that of the disc is. Now let us go to the solution. Now given mass of the ring is equals to mass of disc. The given mass of ring, that is equals to mass of disc, and this speed or velocity of ring is equals to velocity of disc. Here in this question they given horizontal surface with the same velocity. Velocity is also same, and this mass is also same. So same mass and same velocity, and they given kinetic energy of ring, that is equals to, they given as 8 joules. We have to calculate kinetic energy of disc. So kinetic energy is equals to half m v square into 1 plus beta. As here mass and velocities are constant, so as this can be written as kinetic energy is directly proportional to 1 plus beta. Why? Because mass and velocity is constant. Okay, and now kinetic energy of the ring by kinetic energy of the disc is equals to, next, kinetic energy of ring by kinetic energy of disk is equals to 1 plus beta ring by 1 plus beta disk. So now substituting values, 8 by kinetic energy of disk, that is equals to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 nothing but here 8 by kinetic energy of disk is equals to 1 plus 1 2. 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. 2 gets cancels. So from this we are writing kinetic energy of disk is equals to, taking cross multiplication, now 8 into 3, here 3 is the remaining, so 8 3s are 24 joules. So therefore kinetic energy of disk is equals to 24 joules. Okay, next we will go to the next question. A hoop rolls on a horizontal ground without slipping with linear speed v. Speed of the particle p on the circumference of the hoop at an angle theta is. See, this is the hoop rolls on the horizontal ground, and this velocity is equals to here, now making an angle theta, making an angle theta. This is the particle p, now let us go to the solution. From this Vp bar is equals to Vcm bar, and here radius. So here now we are calculating velocity of the particle is equals to, that is equals to root of Vc, circumference of the hoop at an angle theta is, we are calculating now plus 2 Vcm into cos theta. This is under root, so that is equals to 2 Vcm square plus 2 Vcm square cos theta. So that is equals to, now we are taking common 2 Vcm square of 1 plus cos theta. Since 1 plus cos theta is equals to 2 cos square theta by 2. So now substituting velocity of the particle p, that is equals to under root of Vcm square, 1 plus cos theta, we are adding 2 cos square theta by 2. So square root gets cancels, then last we are getting velocity of the particle or speed of the particle p is equals to 2 Vcm cos theta by 2. Okay, this is the final answer. Next we will go to the next. A heavy disc is thrown on a horizontal surface in such a way that it slides with a speed v0 initially without rolling. it will start rolling without slipping when its speed is reduced to. Here now let us go to the solution. Here a heavy disc is thrown on a horizontal surface. This is one is without, in such a way that this slides with a speed v0. Now this is the heavy disc is sliding with speed v0. Here this is situation, sliding, and after that with speed v. Now such a situation it is rolling, initially without rolling. For pure rolling, v is equals to r omega. For pure rolling, v is equals to r omega, and according to law of conservation of angular momentum and according to law of conservation of angular momentum, L1 is equals to L2. Angular momentum L1 is equals to L2. Now L1 is equals to m v0 r, that is equals to L2 is equals to mvr plus ICM into omega. Now m v0 r is equals to mvr plus moment of inertia nothing but mr square by 2, omega nothing but v by r. Now r gets cancels. From this we are writing v0 is equals to mr total entire we are taking common and we are cancelling. The remaining is v plus v by 2. That implies v0 is equals to, after taking LCM, 2v plus v, 3v by 2. So v is equals to, we are getting 2 by 3 v0. V is equals to 2 by 3 v0. This is the final expression. Next we will go to the next question. A wheel of radius r rolls without slipping with a speed v on a horizontal road when it is at a point A on the road. A small lump of mud separates from the wheel at its highest point D as drops at a point B on the ground. The distance AB is, see this figure, this is a wheel of radius r rolls without slipping. This is the highest point, D is the highest point, and drops at the point B on the ground. So we have to calculate distance AB. Now let us go to the solution. Given height h is equals to 2r and u is equals to 2v. The lump is equal to a body projected horizontally from certain height h. So AB is range of horizontal projectile. AB is, now the distance AB is range of horizontal projectile. So AB is range of horizontal projectile. Now r is equals to ux into t. So that is equals to u nothing but 2v, t nothing but total height 2h by g. Since h is equals to half g t square. From this we are writing t is equals to 2h by g. Now we are substituting h, then r becomes r is equals to 2v into square root of 2 into 2r by g. 2v is equals to, here 2 to the 4, 4r by g. Now taking now square root 4v, root 4 2, 2 to the 4, 4v into root of r by g. So this is the expression for the distance AB, nothing but r, that is range of horizontal projectiles. So therefore distance of AB, that is equals to r is equals to 4v square root of r by g. Okay, next we will go to the next question. A hollow sphere rolls on a horizontal surface without slipping. Then percentage of rotational and translational kinetic energies in total energy is. Now let us go to the solution. For hollow sphere, beta is equals to, for hollow sphere, beta is equals to k square by r square, that is equals to 2 by 3. Now we have to calculate percentage of rotational and translational kinetic energies in total energy. So rotational kinetic energy by total kinetic energy, this is into 100, that is equals to half mv square by half mv square by total kinetic energy half mv square of 1 plus beta into 100. So that is equals to half mv square cancel each other, 1 by 1 plus beta into 100. So that is equals to 1 by 1 plus, substituting beta value 2 by 3 into 100. Now taking LCM, that is kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy by total kinetic energy into 100 is equals to, taking LCM, 3 1 ja 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 by 3 into 100. So reciprocal, here we are writing 3 by 5 into 100, 5 ones 5 twos are 10, so that is equals to 60%. Now kinetic energy, translational kinetic energy by total kinetic energy into 100 is equals to 100 minus 60. So that is equals to 40%. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A ring of radius r rolls without slipping on a rough horizontal surface with a constant velocity. The radius of curvature of the path followed by any particle of the ring at the highest point of its path will be. Now let us go to the solution. This is a ring of radius r which is rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. Radius r and velocity, constant velocity. This is radius of curvature is equals to radius of curvature is equals to square of velocity, that is velocity whole square by perpendicular acceleration, by perpendicular acceleration. So that is r is equals to 2v whole square by v square by 2. So that implies r is equals to, now we are calculating radius of curvature of the path followed by any particle of the ring at the highest point of the path, of its path. So 2v square nothing but 4v square by v square by, this is v square by r. So v square by r. Now F perpendicular force is equals to F centimeter, that is mv square by r, and perpendicular acceleration is equals to a centrifugal acceleration, that is v square by r. So r is equal to v square by 4v square by v square by r. F perpendicular, that is equals to mv square by r, and the perpendicular acceleration is equals to v square by r. So now r is equals to r into 4v square by v square. V square gets cancels. Now radius of curvature r is equals to 4r. This is the radius of curvature. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A solid sphere of mass m and radius r slips on a rough horizontal plane. At some instant it has translational velocity v0 and rotational velocity about the center, that is v0 by 2r. The translational velocity of the sphere after the sphere starts pure rolling is. Now let us go to the solution. Initially consider v0 and omega be the linear and angular velocities about the center of sphere. During rolling motion, let v dash and omega dash be the linear and angular velocities about the center of sphere. Now v dash is equals to, now initially consider v0 and omega be the linear and angular velocities about center of sphere, about center of sphere. During rolling motion, let v dash and omega dash be the linear and angular velocities about the center of sphere, with the linear and angular velocities about center of sphere. Now v dash is equals to v minus at, that is equal to v minus ft by m. Now v minus a nothing but f by m into t. So now Ft by m is equals to Ft by m is equals to V dash minus V. This is the first equation. Now tau is equals to I into alpha. So that is equals to tau nothing but F into R, I nothing but 2 by 5 m R square alpha. R gets cancels. Now alpha is equals to, this can be written as 5 by 2 into F by m R. Now omega dash is equals to omega plus alpha t. So that is equal to V dash by R is equals to V naught by 2R plus 5 by 2 into Ft by m R. This is, now we are writing this V dash is equals to, here this can be written as V dash is equals to V naught by 2 plus 5 by 2 Ft by m. This is equation number 2. Now substituting equation 1 in equation 2, we get, substituting equation 1 in equation 2, we get V dash is equals to V naught by 2 plus 5 by 2 into V dash minus V naught minus V dash. Now V dash is equals to V naught by 2 plus 5 V naught by 2 minus 5 V dash by 2. So V dash plus 5 V dash by 2 is equals to, here minus 5 V dash we are writing here, minus becomes plus V naught by 2 plus 5 V naught by 2, 6 V naught by 2. Now taking LCM here, 2 V dash plus 5 V dash, 7 V dash by 2 is equals to 6 V naught by 2. 2 gets cancels. So from this we are writing V dash is equals to 6 by 7 V naught. This is the final answer. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. A solid sphere is in rolling motion. In rolling motion, a body possesses translational kinetic energy Kt as well as rotational kinetic energy Kr simultaneously. The ratio of Kt and Kt plus R for the sphere is. Now let us go to the solution. Here ratio of Kt and Kt plus Kr, that is equals to half mv square by half mv square of 1 plus beta. These two gets cancels, that is equals to 1 by 1 plus beta. So that is equals to 1 plus 1 by, here this is 1 by 1 plus beta nothing but 2 by 5. Beta is equal to k square by r square. So that is 2 by 5 for solid sphere. So for solid sphere, beta is equals to 2 by 5. Now we are substituting this 2 by 5 value in the place of beta. So taking LCM, this becomes 1 by 5 plus 2, 7 by 5. So ratio of Kt and Kt plus Kr is equals to 5 by 7. Okay, this is the final answer. Next we will go to the next. A uniform circular disc of radius r is placed on a rough horizontal surface and given a linear velocity v naught and angular velocity omega naught as shown. Then disc comes to rest after moving some distance to the right. Then the relation between linear and angular velocities is, see the figure. This is a uniform circular disc of radius r, which is placed on a rough horizontal surface and given a linear velocity v naught, angular velocity omega naught. Since the disc comes to rest, it stops rotation and translation simultaneously. So v is equals to 0 and omega is equals to 0. As external torque, now this is tau external is equals to 0 because L is constant. According to law of conservation of angular momentum, L initial is equals to L final. Now let us go to the solution. Since the disc comes to rest, it stops rotation and translation simultaneously. V is equals to 0 and omega is also equal to 0. So as tau external is equals to 0 because L is constant. According to law of conservation of angular momentum, according to law of conservation of angular momentum, L initial is equals to L final. So that is mv naught r is equals to I naught omega naught. So that is I nothing but we are writing moment of inertia, that is m r square by 2 omega naught. M r cancel. Now 2 v naught is equals to omega naught into r. This is the final answer. So 2 v naught is equals to omega naught into r. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.